We haven't done what a lot of other states have done in terms of cutting funding for K-12 education. I started doing the work before the State of the State speech, and all except 14 states have cut funding to K-12 in the last 2 years. As money shrunk up, in the federal money, the stimulus plan went away from everybody's budgets. The only reaction a lot of people could take was to cut in some places, K-12 being one of the biggest expenditure areas. And instead, all except 14 states have cut that. Tennessee, for the last 2 years, we're actually the second highest percentage increase in funding for K-12 last year, and this year's budget has substantial funds for K-12 as well. I don't know that Tennessee's ever been able to say we were the second highest for percentage increase in funding K-12, but it's important. Now, you can make a quick argument and say, well, that's because we were so far behind. We're at the very bottom when it comes to funding K-12, and that's true, and we intend to address that. But we also don't think throwing money at it is the whole answer. We have made some significant reforms that are producing better results. The TCAP scores last year, and you can say, well, I'm not sure I trust all that data, but that's the best measurement we have, and they showed the largest aggregate gains in state history. As Michael said in the introduction, 55,000 more kids in 3rd through 8th grade tested out as proficient in math last year, a key component of what we're trying to do. 36,000 more in science, another key component of where we're trying to reach jobs. So we are making some real headway. We have a long way to go, but we're making real headway. I am a mayor, and I always find myself arguing, hey, the closer we can make to decisions to home, the better decisions are going to be. I think the one thing that I would say about education is we have a lot of money in the game ourselves. There's a whole lot of state funding that comes with it. So when there is state funding, then we should have a voice in the table. And so as we've looked at, for instance, raising accountability statewide, I don't apologize for that at all. I think it's been a good move and been very helpful. As you know, there's some particular issues in Memphis with school merger and other things that have been, that have been really hard for us to figure out what the right line for us to walk in terms of respecting that. But I would say that where we have a significant investment like we do through the BEP funding formula, I do think that we have an interest to uphold.